From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big day here on Crypto with LALATE, with incredible news about your top cryptocurrency coins of 2021 to buy. We'll be looking at the top coins for you to invest in and why you should not be buying short term. We'll be looking at day trading, an opportunity to make big profits in less than a day and a half, 20% of profit. We'll be looking at flipping, the opportunity to get into a coin and out within 3 days with even triple the money across the board. We'll be looking at a lot of coins across the sea, and we'll see why in the middle of the week coins are not doing well. We'll be looking at why Ethereum and Bitcoin are done with that short-term run that they've been giving over the last few days. We'll be looking at over a dozen coins for both beginners and advanced in this video and show you how to make money in what I describe as still a bear market. We'll be looking at Bitcoin. Look at that, falling from 41,000 the last few days. Ethereum falling dramatically today as well. Doge below 20 cents again. Polygon, relatively flat. We're looking at our our anomaly coins. Aave tried to give a second run. It couldn't do it. Decentraland, Sushi Swap, Synthetic, Compound, and others we'll be looking at in that group. And then we'll look at AMP. Is AMP over? It looks like it is. We'll be going over everything you need to know across the board in this big recording of all the coins, all the opportunities, and all the ways to make money, and why my predictions continue to be true. This is LA, and this is LA Crypto. How are you? Thank you for joining me on a big day. There's a lot of developing details, and it all started last Friday. But first, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel for a reason, because I tell you where things are going before they hit there. And you know ahead of the ball what's happening, not after the fact. People are making a lot of money on this channel because the details are given to you easy breezy for you to understand and for you to prepare for what's going on. Also like this video. Last Friday, I told you that quietly, buried in a news article, was a report that said that Kristen Sinema and the bipartisan group in Congress had slid in a cryptocurrency regulatory provision into something called the infrastructure or the roads and bridges of the bipartisan bill. It doesn't belong in there. And I said, as soon as the news story goes broad stroke across much of mainstream media by the following Monday, expect the market to downturn. It did. And that's why you want to tune into this channel. Because as a financial news channel that broadcasts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week here, I had all those details for you on Friday before it went mainstream on Monday. And by Monday, because crypto trades on the weekend, coins were starting to head down. I believe this to be a very serious issue. I don't think this is a very short-term question. The type of regulatory issue is the following. It basically says that if you buy crypto from certain types of locations, like a Coinbase or like a Gemini, they have to report your earnings and losses to the federal government. Sort of like a brokerage account. If you have a brokerage account for stocks, they report your earnings and losses. This is huge because there's a lot of people who, unfortunately, in the cryptocurrency industry are not reporting their earnings and losses and are trying to escape paying taxes on that. Now they'll be able to be tracked because of the reporting requirements on the companies they're buying from. Even more problematic is that the scope of the definition for those reporting companies is a little bit broader than one may have thought. It's not just a Coinbase or a Gemini. It's actually anyone that's an intermediary you're buying crypto from. They have to report your profits and losses, and that could cause a lot of people who haven't been doing things on the up and up walk away from crypto because now they could be regulated. Again, it's not a law yet, but the impact of it hit immediately on Monday, as I predicted. So, what's going on? This is what's going on. It's a bear market. I mean, I've been hitting this nail on the head for a few weeks, and I started telling you it was a bear market 4 weeks ago. It's still a bear market. What's a bear market? A market what's going down, where coins are going to devalue over time. And I said that even when you have markets that are bear markets, there's going to be occasions when maybe out of 200 coins, 2 or 3 or 4 will do really well for a week. Maybe 2 would do great for 4 days. I mean, really great. And when you see that coin do great for 3 or 4 days, it may be your coin, do not think the bear market is over. It's so important. The reason why it's called bear market is it refers to the entire market, not just your coin or 3 coins or 2 coins. So, for example, this is what happened. We had a really interesting weird occurrence for what happened with Bitcoin last week. That occurrence continued to give strength to Bitcoin through the weekend, strength to Ethereum as well. That strength continued until this news hit about the regulations, and then they sort of lost their steam. Now they're going downturn. But all last week when Bitcoin and Ethereum were up, people said, the bear market's over, we're back at the bull market. No, because remember, at first the whole market, and you got to look at all the market. That's what I always tell viewers when they're understanding crypto, when they're investing. You can't focus on just your coin, and you can't just focus only on crypto. Let's go over the analysis, for example. Last week, Bitcoin and Ethereum did really well. Why did they do really well? Many people may not have known why they did well. They just saw they were doing well. They're like, oh, they're doing well. So the market is back. We're all doing great. No, they were doing well because of a strange, rare event. And if you didn't read the story or watch the channel to understand why that rare event occurred, then you may think that it was a newfound support for Bitcoin and Ethereum, that there was going to be great times coming. I said, no, it's a short-term event. And as soon as we're done with the short-term event, we're going lower. What was the short-term event? The short-term event was the following. People had bought Bitcoin, very large positions, on debt, borrowed. And they didn't have the cash for it. And they were betting upon an event. That event was for Bitcoin and Ethereum to go lower. It was a particular type of purchase based upon that prediction. The prediction was turning to the wrong way because in a 2-day period, Cathie Wood, head of ARK, and then Dorsey at Twitter and Square, and Elon at Tesla all came out and said, I love Bitcoin. Great, great, great. It's going to do wonderful. They all went up. And with that, the computers closed out those accounts on those debt accounts because they were now heading to become close to worthless. So they had to close them out because they had bet on an event that was going the other direction. Remember, they were betting on the coins to go down. They were not going down. They were going up suddenly, and now they had to close out the accounts. When they closed out accounts, ironically, that makes the coins go higher. So Bitcoin and Ethereum went higher for a few days, and I said, this is why they're going higher. It's not because of really Dorsey or Elon or Wood's words. It was because of this massive, massive liquidation event, programmatic event. How do you recognize a programmatic event? You look at charts a lot on this channel, and the charts may look like that or this or that. But if it's straight up or straight down, it's programmatic. It means the computers came in and just closed people's accounts. And when you see that, you have to immediately say, wait a second, there's a programmatic event. This is not something that shows a market shift or there's going to be something different in the market. I need to sort of understand this is a short-term, one-day event. And after we're done, where am I going? Well, it was a programmatic up. It sent everyone up on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and it caused other coins to come along for the ride because people thought, everything's up. Bitcoin and Ethereum will go up. We're going to go up. No. It's a programmatic event. Once Bitcoin and Ethereum are done with it, they're going to go down. Well, ironically, they were set to go down, and then this regulatory news about the crypto regulations in a proposed bill in the Senate hit at the same time, and it was just sort of like a double whammy, and that caused Ethereum and Bitcoin to go lower. Not that low, but certainly head down. Today, Ethereum is down 5%. Not good. Why is that not good? Because every time that Ethereum delivered over the last almost 2 months, it would go up and then down more, up and then down more, like up 4%, down 10%, up 3% the next day, down 6% the day after. And so Ethereum is taking another hit today. So what are my predictions? I still think we're in a bear market. I still think we're going low. Now, understand, these first two coins, Ethereum and Bitcoin, have had the best run of any coins really in the last 7 days. They're the best performing coins. So let's start with these best and usually they're not. I mean, usually they are the worst performing coins are the slowest slackers. So we're in one of the platforms, Gemini, right now. We're in the chart. This is a 1-day chart. That's why it's red. It means it's down. We started at 39,000. How high did we go today? We went to 39, mid 39s, and then we headed down to about 38.00. Did we get to 36, 37? Yeah, we did get to 37. Did we get lower than 37? No, we got to 37. So, I mean, that's big, folks. Let me pull out a little bit further. Yeah. Now, this down is a fast down. Here's the programmatic buy. Remember, I just told you about that straight up. There it is right there. Even before the programmatic buy, it was having a nice improving run. It was at 39, and this is a 7-day chart. went up to 40, which is great, pulled down from 40 to a few $100s, not much, and this huge programmatic movement. So when it got to 42, when you saw that programmatic event, which I recorded on camera, a few videos about this, at that point I said, it's going to end. Get ready for it to end. So at 42, you know it's going to come down to what? 40 or something. It's not going to stay at 42. What did it do? It came down to 41. Good. Then it came back up. That's strange. So people are trying to give it lift. That's exciting there. But that was it. And this, I can't look at the chart. I can't tell what day of the week it is. But I think that was about when the regulatory news hit. And from that regulatory news, 42,000 all the way to 37,000. $5,000 drop on regulatory news. Yeah, regulatory news is not good news. Let's look at this run here. So we were at 29 about 3 weeks ago, and then we ran all the way up to 41, and now we're at 37. Guess what? 37 is not that far away from 29. It really isn't. So where do I say Bitcoin is going? I'm still not changing my position. So this is interesting. Here's the mountain. Ran in May all the way up to 60,000, then came back down to 29, and then ran up to 40, but heading down to, what are we at now? 37 today. So it's interesting. It got up about 5%. I would say this is about 5% up the mountain from this 29,000 range. But that's not a lot to celebrate, because look over here. Look what it did here as well. It had a little run here, then pulled back, and then pulled up. So as things go down, as things go up, they pull down, they pull up. Where do I say it's going? I still say it's going to 29 to 26. I say it's going to 29 to 26. I say it's in 2 weeks. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to say it's going to be there in 2 weeks. Maybe it'll take longer. And maybe it'll take 4 weeks. Maybe it'll take 6 weeks. But I say it's going 27 to 27, 29. And then when PCR speaks, People Republic of China, which is really overdue, folks. I mean, PCR, I think I'm the only one mentioning it. Maybe Jim Cramer now and then. I mean, PCR is going to talk. They've gone 4 weeks without saying anything. It's time for them to talk. You heard them talk today about gaming, about video game stocks. They did not like video game stocks and issued a stern warning and then retracted it. But when PCR stocks were going to 22, we're going to 20, I think that's where we're heading. Now let's head over to Ethereum. Ouch. That's just one day, folks. So 2,600, how low did we go so far today? 2,400, that's $200. $200 on a $2,000 coin, yes, is 10%. That's no bueno. That is not good. Let's look at the 7-day chart. So there you go. It has done nicely lately, so it can afford a little bit of a pullback. But the problem is that it has done this before. So about 2 weeks ago, it was at 1,700, made that run all the way to 2,600. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't remember that 2,600. Maybe it was just for a second. And then came down to 2,400. Now, 2,400 is still a good number, folks. I'll admit it's still a good number. But I really, really want to see. I want to see where it goes. If Ethereum heads to 2,200 tomorrow, loses another $200, then we're going low. If Ethereum stays at the 2,400, then it's promising. It's good news for the upside. But if Ethereum just loses another $200 every day or two here and there, then we're back to how we were a month ago, where it just keeps on losing money. Doge is more clear what's going on. Doge is just awful. And here is the 7-day. Here is the 3-month. Yeah, it was as low as 16 cents, ran to 21, and then came back, is heading down to 19. You see how I should have taken a break before I got to Doge, but you see how Ethereum and Bitcoin are clearly not Doge. Doge is this next group of coins. Let me come back to my video where I am here. Hear me. Ethereum and Bitcoin, you clearly see they had a nice run. They're still, 2,500 is good for Ethereum if it stays there. I don't think it's going to. And Bitcoin, if it stays around 37, is good, but I don't think it is. But those are good numbers. If you stay in those numbers, then you can go higher. If you can't support it, Ethereum at those numbers and Bitcoin at those numbers, then you're going to go lower. In the case of other coins like Doge, Polygon, AMP, which I'm going to get to in a second, they're all imploding. They're all falling apart. They are just not doing well. They didn't do well last week. They didn't do well the week before. They haven't done the week before that. The best weeks they have are when they're flat. They're just not losing money. They're just sort of flat. I think Doge went to 20 cents, to say flat, and then went to 21 cents. If anyone's excited about 21 cents, you got to get your head examined. Doge. You really do. I mean, there are some people that were in the live chat on Overnight's Crypto last night that said Doge is just done. I think it is done. I think that the era of belief in Doge has ended. People only have faith so far, and with Doge not having delivered anything since the month of May, now we're in the month of August. That's June, July, August. That's 3 months. 3 months on a Doge coin that continues to lose value. In 3 months, you could have made a lot of money in something else. You could have bought Chipotle stock, Chipotle. You could have bought Ford stock. There's a lot of things you could have bought in 3 months and made a lot of money. And Doge is now a joke. Did I say that on air? I did. It's just a bad coin. It's a bad coin, and it doesn't show anything good about it. It just shows straight down. And if you see it going up 2 cents and you want to think that you are just going to be a billionaire, congratulations. To that person who, to those persons or people who talked about becoming millionaires or billionaires on Doge, I said at the time, and I'll say it again, if you didn't sell Doge that May Saturday before the SNL appearance by Elon, you were an idiot. You were just not smart. We all knew that was the time to sell. Everyone I know sold that day. That was the day to sell. And that was when Doge went to 56, 60 cents. And if you wanted to hold because you had to show some machismo or whatever it is, you now have a 19 cent stock, a 19 cents coin instead of a 56 cents coin. So it's unfortunate, and that's where we are. Now, Polygon is an example of another coin. This was once a wonderful winner on this channel, and this is a coin that never rebounded from the last PCR crash about 4 weeks ago. It's just flat. I mean, we haven't seen anything above $1.10 for a while. So if you're a dollar coin and you just move in 1 cent increments, who cares? No one wants you. This is crypto. We're expecting crypto to have volatile big moves to give us a lot of money. Aave was part of our anomaly coins. Let's cut to our anomaly coins. Our anomaly coins had this beautiful run several weeks ago. And those anomaly coins, an expression I use on this channel, were Aave, compound, synthetic, live, sushi swap, and Decentraland. They tried to do it again. They could not. So where is Aave right now? Let's look at this run. So Aave was 200, ran all the way up to 330. Well, actually, this was the run, 332. Then came all the way back down to 288. Then went up to 332, and is relatively down. So if you bought it at 200 and you never sold it, you're fine. I would have sold it. I don't think it's going to go to 400. I think this is sort of it. I told you to sell at 300. If you didn't and you held it, then you went back to 300 again, and now you're going back down lower again. Now, that is the best of the anomaly coins on round 2, which is the current round we're on. Everyone else is bad. So Decentraland, let's look at Decentraland. Let's look at its round 2. So here's Decentraland. It was 45 cents. It went up, I think, as high as 90. I don't know if I can grab it on this chart. Yeah, I think it went to almost 77. Then it did it again a few days ago, and now it's at 68. If you're holding it, congrats. I mean, I would not. I just don't see it going any higher. Compound was apples and apples with Aave on round 1. On round 2, it's doing nothing. So now it's just a spoiled apple, rotten apple. It was, I don't know if I can grab it in this chart. It went from 200. I don't know if I'm grabbing it right. It went from 200 that came up, and now it's just sort of flat. And then here is a sushi swap. It went from 5 to 9. Then it went down to 6. Now it's up to 8. Not a lot. And here's AMP. Sad. I told you this was not it for AMP. AMP was a coin that went from 3 cents to 12 cents about a month ago, 2 months ago, in just less than a week. Then a few days ago, it ran from 4 cents to 8 cents. It was its round 2. I said it's not going over 8. Get out. So if you went from 4 to 8 and you doubled your money, great. Now let's see what's it. It's 6 cents. So here is the chart. It went from 4, went as high as 8, and now it's going straight back down. Let's look out further to see how it does this. Yeah, up and down. This was that prior run, 3 cents and up here. So what are the 2 trading opportunities you have in this market? They are the following. You have the opportunity to make money with day trading and then flipping. Let's go over the 2 analysis for you to make money starting right now. Day trading, you are getting into a coin. The mindset is the following. You're getting into a coin and getting out as soon as you got a 20% profit, but if the coin's still up, you stay in. What type of coins are you looking for? You're looking at a coin that's up 18% for the given day. And you want to look at its chart and say, hey, now that's up 18%. Can it go up another 20% in the next day and a half? If you look at that chart and say, I think it can go another 20% in the next day and a half, then buy. You ride that coin up, and as soon as the coin downturns, get out. If it downturns at over 20%, you're great. If it does not downturn and you approach day and a half, stay in. And it rolls us into our next trading opportunity. Day trading, which I just went over, is available in the up market and a down day. So it could be a day where all coins are down, but this coin is up. And you don't want to come in too late to the coin either. So the coin's up 33%, you're in too late. The way you also find these coins is looking at the coins that are worst performing today, because often they're the best performing coin the next day. The second trading opportunity is flipping, which is the same approach as day trading, just a little bit longer. It's in and out within 3 days. By day 2, it's losing steam, and by day 3, it's done. It usually starts to tank sometime after day 2, but may start to tank after day 3. And when it tanks, you got to get out. Both of these opportunities, you have to be on your phone or your computer. You can't be gone and not looking at the coin because it will move. And when it moves to downturn, you got to get out. With the case of the 3-day day trading, or the 3-day flipping, it's generally available when the whole market is up. So you're just sort of riding the market up for a beautiful 3-day run. We had this last week. We generally also have the ability to do day flipping on Fridays to Saturdays. And if the Saturday is not much of a down day, then into Monday. Remember, the market, this is how crypto usually performs. Friday morning to Friday evening, it's generally down. Then Friday evening into Saturday by noontime, it's way up. Highest point of the entire week. Then Saturday noontime into Sunday evening, it's generally down. Some weeks, it's not down a lot. Some weeks are down astronomical amounts. And then Monday are really big days, up. So if you're down not that much on Sunday after you bought it on a Friday, then you may want to stay in there till the Monday and then get out on Monday because Tuesdays are down. So let's do that again. Friday in, hold to the top of Saturday, midday Saturday, watch. Do you want to get out and take your profit, or do you want to risk it on hoping you come back even stronger on Monday? Most people will take their profit and just get out. Then if you get weaker on Friday, you get back in, and then you get out on Monday. You try to trade it twice. And the way you look at that is, where you find these coins is getting on the platforms and ranking the coins based upon worst performing. You go to the third column. Here you see the third column, and I just clicked it. The worst performing coin right now is AMP. We also have some synthetic in there. Alchemech, which was really great a few days ago. And then you click it again. What's the best performing coin? Again, Derivadeo, which has just been on fire lately. I think that's Cardano in there. Solana is in there. So you want to look for those coins that are up at 15, 16% for right now when you're looking. And if the chart looks like it has another 20%, then make that run. And with the weekend coming around, we're likely to see a big run for Saturday and a big drop for Sunday. Let's see what happens. But first, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you to part of this channel. Hit that subscribe button. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel. Like this video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Stay informed, stay focused. Join me every day with Overnight's Crypto, Evenings Crypto on some nights, and Mornings Crypto live on air at 9:30. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful day across the board, and stay with LA for more.